Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Spartan.
And I'm Pudgy.
And we are back with episode 2 of Avatar. And yes, that means we are continuing with Avatar The Last Airbender. We're pretty excited about that. While the first episode didn't quite reach the views that we were initially aiming for, the passionate response from you guys and the interaction and just the love we got on that video, I think shows that there's a community there worth doing the reaction for. We enjoyed the first episode and we believe that, it'll grow over time as well. A lot of you have mentioned that book 1 is the more lighthearted of the 3 and it will get more mature and more meaningful and the themes will grow and that'll probably be enjoyed by more. And so we're on board with it and we're happy to go on board with the adventure.
I'm actually really enjoying the lightheartedness so far. It's fun and it's funny and yeah, I'm actually enjoying Aang really as a character.
And I'm quite used to it. I'm quite used to I love anime and there's a lot of cheesy kind of kiddie comedy in that quite often as well, combined with seriousness. And I don't mind as long as it's able to deal with both sides, which I understand this show will, then I'm on board. And I really like Aang's character. I often like that almost pure of heart, innocent. I love Goku from Dragon Ball Z. I love Naruto. I like those characters and I like following their journey and Aang reflects that a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy to, explore him and then see how he deals with the more emotionally conflicting scenarios that are going to occur in this world.
Yeah, because right now he's still this naive kid with so much responsibility on his shoulders and he doesn't even know it yet. So, it'd be interesting to see how he actually deals with all of that. One of my favorite scenes from last episode, I think I loved a lot of scenes where, because, his facial expressions are very out there, very...
Expressive.
Expressive is the word. Yeah. But I love when he goes...
Yeah, he does. You can connect with that childlikeness about him, that enthusiasm that he has just for the simplest of things.
Yeah.
So last episode, where we ended off was that Aang and Katara found one of the deserted ships from the Fire Nation and they were exploring it. They got booby-trapped, but they left. But as a result of making a scene, Zuko, I believe, is now hunting him down and he's, full speed ahead. People had a bit of a laugh in the comments as well because you were so tainted from our Game of Thrones and boys experience. You almost forgot that this is, more of a younger audience show. You're like, oh, they're going to die. It's it's not that brutal just yet. So
I've had so many brutal experiences.
Yeah, to be fair, we're very scarred from all of that. So I'm thinking this episode is going to be maybe a little bit more on the action side. We get to see a little bit more on what Aang can do as an airbender. And we were told as well by our mods, by Cheeky Walrus in particular, that these 2 episodes were sort of considered a part 1 and part 2. So, which we can see. So this is sort of going to fulfill what we saw last time. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens here.
I found it interesting because all of a sudden Zuko knew that fire thing was like a signal. He knew to look out for it, and he knew that it was
not necessarily to look out for it. It's when he saw it, he knew something had been triggered because obviously from his nation.
Yeah, and it's almost as if that resulted in him specifically knowing that was the airbender or the, what do they call it?
Avatar.
The avatar, because he thought that this person was a very old man and he was wise and whatnot. And then he sees a little kid. So, just to see that little fire signal and then to see a little kid and you wouldn't think, oh, it's someone from that village. I don't know. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Not really. But I imagine that Zuko will be able to recognize him based on his marking. So I think that'll be a giveaway. And the fact that he's an airbender, although someone said something interesting in the comments. I don't know if we're meant to know this, but I'll say it anyway. Each avatar's born into a different nation. And the previous one was born into the Fire Nation. And I think we could see that by his attire. And I can't remember correctly, but I believe he even did a firebending technique in the intro. So maybe that gave it away too. And now Aang seems to be born into the airbending, although...
He's got the last one.
Yeah, based on what they were saying, no one's seen an airbender in, I think, 100 years or something. I believe they were saying. So that seems to be rare. And I still have the mystery in my brain, which I don't want you guys to answer. We'll find out by the show. As to why the last avatar just disappeared. And then coincidentally, this one has been frozen for 100 years. what happened there. I'm just intrigued to find that out. Obviously, I believe that'll take a while to get there, but that was interesting to me.
What's interesting, I don't know the why as to why the last Avatar like disappeared, but Aang had the markings always, right? But then when he was with Appa and doing his thing, that light just kind of came from his eyes and also on the marking.
Yeah,
and
of course.
that like signified like the crossover, almost like a passing on of like that responsibility. That's how I took it. And
No, I
then
just took it as almost like that's the activation of some sort of deeper avatar ability.
yeah, that's what.
But the passing on of what?
Well, I thought that the old Avatar disappeared and at that same time it kind of passed on to Aang.
No, I'm under the impression that that's a power that he can learn to use. It's not just the
Okay.
passing on.
True.
I'm
Okay.
thinking it's more like Naruto has his nine-tailed fox power that he can control. I've got the feeling that those markings represent an ability or a transformation or something that he can harness.
Potentially.
That's what I saw, because like when he felt under threat, when the waves were coming in, and also when he burst through the ice, both times he activated those markings to come out. But doesn't seem like he can control it, although I don't know if he can. We haven't seen much.
Interesting. Okay. I just really like Katara and Aang's relationship, also with Appa as well. So I like that little like dynamic trio. And the brother's just like there in the background for laughs. So
Yeah, he's the comic relief.
but yeah, I'm enjoying that and I'm looking forward to seeing that this episode as well.
Just want to say a huge thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. It does help the channel out a lot, and we could not do this without you guys. For anyone who wants to support us over on Patreon, check out the link in our description. We will have full-length, uncut reactions to our Avatar reactions, as well as early access and ad-free watching on our Patreon. So for anyone who's interested in any of those perks, check that out. For those of you over on YouTube, if you liked today's reaction, give the video a like. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought, and hit that subscribe button to follow our Avatar journey as we embark on this new show.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so that's the signal we're talking about.
Yeah. Those little kids are so cute and they love Aang.
You signaled the Fire Navy with that flare. You're leading them straight to us, aren't you?
We were on the ship and there was this booby trap and, well, we boobied right into it.
Now we could all be in danger.
Don't blame Katara. I brought her there. It's my fault.
I like it. Accountability.
Warriors, away from the enemy. The foreigner is banished from our village.
Oh.
I'm keeping my promise to Dad. I'm protecting you from threats like him.
Aang is not our enemy.
Interesting. He made a promise.
Katara, you knew going on that ship was forbidden. Sokka is right. I think it best if the airbender leaves.
Then
Damn.
I'm banished too.
Oh, not bad. I respect it.
Aang is taking me to the North Pole.
Ooh.
She's you.
Would you really choose him over your tribe? Your own family?
I get Sokka's point of view.
Yeah.
Katara, I don't want to come between you and your family.
Oh.
Aang's so wholesome.
I know.
Thanks for penguin sledding with me.
Oh, he loves penguins.
Wow. I haven't cleaned my room in 100 years. Not looking forward to that.
If only your room is still there.
Come on, Appa. You can do it. Yep, yep.
Come on, Appa.
Now he'll fly.
Aang, don't go. I'll miss you.
Oh.
She knows he's got a good heart.
Yeah. But I get it. Sokka was asked to protect the village while all the men are away at war.
Well, are they away or are they dead?
Oh, well.
There goes my one chance at becoming a waterbender.
Say it how it is.
The Fire Nation could be on our shores any moment now.
But I gotta.
And
Literally.
no potty breaks.
Don't worry, I got a feeling Aang will save the day. He's got no chance against the firebenders. What, she's gonna get embarrassed the first minute he gets to the fight.
I mean, it looks pretty cool.
He does look cool, yeah. So does he. Not bad, not bad. It's like a Spartan helmet almost.
I don't know. I didn't like the helmet.
They're pretty defenseless. He's like the only male warrior in the village.
I know. Oof. That'd be so scary.
Yeah, there's a lot more intensity to this episode already.
Oh, his watchtower.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god. That's massive. Fearless as ever.
Man, he stood his ground. Give him respect.
Yeah, I was wrong about him last episode. But that's heartless. Right in their village.
Shit. Quite the presence.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to get embarrassed. But he was brave. I'll give him credit.
Not Gran.
This age, master of all elements?
Okay, so he still doesn't know he's young.
I know you're hiding him.
A for effort.
It'll come back. It's a boomerang, I think.
No fear.
Oh.
Poor guy. He's the only one fighting on his own.
Like he did to Aang. Yes.
It's going to piss him off. Aang to the rescue. On a penguin. That's not funny.
I thought last episode he realized he was young.
No, he didn't see him properly. I thought he didn't see him.
Hi, Aang. Thanks for coming.
Sucker.
It's the first time he's happy to see Aang.
Now we can see what Aang can do. Looking forward to this.
You're the airbender?
Already better than Sucker.
Or the Avatar?
Aang?
No way.
Now they respect the man. Put some respect on his name.
You're just a child.
Well, you're just a teenager.
I love that response. Go Aang. Why don't you guys move?
If I go with you, will you promise to leave everyone alone?
Damn.
Oh, Aang.
Very honourable.
And at such a young age.
It'll be okay.
Poor guy's just woken up and he's been treated like shit by
Take care
everyone.
of Appa
know.
for me until I get back.
Oh yeah, Appa.
Until I get back, don't worry. My boy's not done. He still smiles.
Yeah.
I love him already and I just met him.
Same. Make sure that, like, you know, everyone else is fine and reassured and then deals with his emotions. At such a young age, too. What the hell?
He's the Avatar. We don't know what his upbringing's been like before that.
True.
And he's obviously a good airbender, so...
If we don't help him, no one will. I know you don't like Aang, but we owe him.
Katara, are you gonna talk all day or are you coming with me?
Aww.
I was going to say, I feel like he agrees now.
We're going to save your boyfriend.
He's not my...
Whatever.
You two think you're doing? You'll need these.
Oh, Gran.
Grand's come around.
It's been so long since I've had hope. But you brought it back to life, my little waterbender.
Go
That's nice.
Katara.
Brave warrior. Be nice to your sister.
He was brave.
There's no way we're gonna catch a warship with a canoe.
The music's nice too in the background.
You got Appa.
You just love taking me out of my comfort zone. Take the Avatar to the prison hold, and take this to my quarters.
The prison?
He's raised by monks. Aang.
Taking this to his quarters for me?
That uncle is funny. He's trying to see where it is.
So, I guess you've never fought an airbender before. I bet I could take you both with my hands tied behind.
I rate it. I believe he can.
Hey, go Aang.
Okay, he's very resourceful. Lure them away from the village. Now takes them on.
Sokka doesn't believe you can fly. But I do, Appa. Come on, don't you want to save Aang?
Come
Let's
on,
go, Appa.
Appa. He seems tired.
Wahoo? Yep.
Boom.
Yep, yep. Yeah.
Big boy can fly.
He's flying! He's flying! Qatar, he's...
I love that look.
What a moment. Oh, wow.
Thanks anyway.
You're still nice about it.
That's mad.
Whoa, go Aang.
He's embarrassing him and he's not even fighting.
I know. Love his head just like pop through.
That uncle's funny. He goes, sorry.
My staff.
Looks like I underestimated you.
You did.
Now we can see a one-on-one.
Oh. He's just sitting behind his back. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. I like it. See, he's not fighting with the intent to hurt.
He's being super resourceful.
Oh. He embarrassed him with that just like one move.
I know. But you can see the staff
Jeez.
has a lot of, you know.
Probably how he channels it, but Zuko got creamed, man. Embarrassed.
Oh yeah, he can fly. Oh no. Damn Zuko.
Oh, Appa to the rescue.
Aang, no!
I wonder if he's going to activate the light power this time. Yeah, that's sick. That looks godly.
I know, that's so cool. Oh wow.
Oh. Now that's mad.
Now that was some water bending.
True.
Damn
just
right.
with wind.
Yeah, true.
But it seems to drain him a lot.
Yeah, so he can't control it. But it's emotionally activated, it looks like. It's persistent.
Oh. Oh, and it got him as well.
She tried. She's trying. Oh.
Oh.
So waterbed can freeze too. Oh, it's like an ice bending as well.
Just a guy with a boomerang. I didn't ask for all this flying and magic.
Poor guy.
Yep, Appa.
Huh?
The uncle's lost.
Shoot them down!
Oh.
Oh, the sink was pretty cool. Nice.
Perfect.
He uses his powers very defensively so far.
The Fire Nation's greatest threat is just a little kid.
That kid, Uncle. Just
Whooped your ass.
Yeah.
dig the ship out and follow them.
They're like heating them up.
All right, interesting.
Why didn't you tell us you were the Avatar?
Because I never wanted to be.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's a lot of responsibility. I get it.
You need to first master water, then earth, then fire, right?
That's what the monks told me.
So he knows his path.
We can learn it together.
Oh. He's pretty optimistic.
Here, we'll ride the hopping llamas. Then way over here, we'll surf on the backs of giant koi fish. Then back.
He just wants to enjoy the world.
I love his spirit. He's very adventurous. I feel like it'll be a fun adventure.
Yeah. I hope he gets to, like, tick everything off that list. I mean, he is a kid after all. Yeah, so you mentioned that Avatar power, I guess is what I'm going to call it, was kind of activated by emotion. I'm not sure that it was emotion. I think it was just like he was in, danger, and that's when it
I think it's got more than
activated.
one trigger, but I mean, danger still triggers an emotion.
Yeah.
But it was specifically when he heard the scream. I think it was Katara's scream
True.
that he opened his eyes and then went into that zone. So
True.
he can do it. But we saw him in the past. He did it to protect himself as well. So I think it can be a couple of things. But if the Avatar's meant to be a savior, it makes sense that it's triggered by a protection of others. And even then, it seemed like he wasn't really hostile at all to anyone. He didn't try and even knock them out. He was simply just trying to lead them away from the village and then avoid them, So we saw him on the defense the whole time.
Yeah. He wasn't like maliciously attacking anyone.
Yeah. Granted, I wasn't as probably surprised as you seeing those abilities because for those who didn't watch the first episode, I'd seen a scattered amount of episodes of this as a kid, but I just never watched it properly. So I can remember his abilities as well. Like I know he's got the air ball that you saw there, which he sort of can glide around on.
Yeah, I don't really remember any of this.
And we saw him being able to shoot. I'm pretty sure I played a PS2 game on this once, but I don't remember if he had a story or not, but I'm pretty sure I played a PS2 game, an Avatar PS2 game. Yeah, I think I did. But we saw him fire those, he can obviously fire air. I'm not sure. It seems like he really needed his staff to control it, but I also feel like he should be able to do without it. So I don't know if he hasn't learned that level of control yet. I don't know.
It's like it almost gave him a little bit of extra power. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that Sokka is kind of, now on board with their adventure. I really like that we got to see, last episode we saw him as a little bit of, I don't know, I felt like he was just scared and didn't want to go into things like head first like Katara did. But this episode you saw like he promised his father that he would protect the village while they're away, and he really kept that promise and he did everything literally in his power that he could do, and he was very brave.
Yeah, I think learning that Aang was the Avatar was a big factor and it gave him hope again. You can tell they live in very fearful times and probably quite isolated poor times. It doesn't look like they're particularly thriving, at least them, in the North Pole, I believe they are. Because they said their sisters were in the South or whatever. And they've only got one bender, so they're pretty struggling. The men of the village, the warriors are all gone. So I understand the distrust, wanting to protect these people. But then now they know that they've discovered the Avatar, which seems like a pretty big deal.
Yeah. And it was nice to have Grand's blessing.
And we learn a little bit about Aang as well. He was trained by monks and he never wanted to be the Avatar. He seemed like he was almost burdened with the pressures of what he has to do to be the Avatar, And yeah, so he seems like he's got a bit more knowledge than he's sort of letting on, and maybe we'll get a bit more out of it. It'd be cool to learn about his past as well, which was sort of over 100 years ago, I guess. And he's expecting to go home, but we were told he's the last airbender. So I imagine going home will mean that he will just see nothing left, or maybe there'll be something left, but that might be quite depressing for him.
Very sad. And he did say he had friends all over the world. So maybe in those places, we might come to see that, everyone's gone.
Yeah, he might be even meeting the children of his friends. Who knows?
Oh, true. Last episode, Katara said that her mother passed away. So I'm not sure if it's just, she passed away and there's not much to it. But I wonder if it had anything to do with this war that's been going on for years and years.
All right, guys, we hope you enjoyed our reaction to episode 2. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you know as soon as we drop episode 3. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you guys next reaction.
See you guys.